In this week's Parshas Balak, we have the story of Bilam going ahead and trying to curse the Jewish people. So the Torah tells us that when he went ahead on the way, he saddled his own donkey. Not something that would be the derech, that would be the way of a person of his stature to go ahead and do. So Rashi brings, Hashem says, Russia, you wicked person, Avram Avinu beat you to it. You ain't the first. As it says by the Akedah, that Avram Avinu went ahead, he got up early in the morning, and he saddled his own donkey. What is the comparison between the great thing that Avram Avinu did of the Akedah, a great mitzvah, that every day we're living on his schusim, on the schusim of what he did, to the terrible act that Bilam Russia did with his alacrity? So I saw in the name of the great Kotzker Rebbe the following pshat, and that is as follows. Bear with me while I try to figure out the camera for the first time, doing it myself, while I'm giving the Dvar Torah. The answer is as follows, that when Bilam was saddling his own donkey, that was on the way to do an Avera, to do a bad thing, to curse the Jewish people, which obviously was not what Hashem wanted. When Avram Avinu went ahead and he saddled his own donkey on the way to the Akedah, he thought he was doing what Hashem wanted. Hashem told him to go ahead and bring Yitzchak as a korban. Now we know the end of the story, that Hashem said, no, just bring him up, but take him down, because the Jewish people are going to be built through him. If he's dead, he cannot build the Jewish people. So what happened? Avram Avinu, said the Kotzker Rebbe, interesting idea, was trying to do the Ratzon Hashem. When he went ahead and he saddled his own donkey, that was on the way to fulfill, which at that point was the Ratzon Hashem. It changed, and the Ratzon Hashem became to no longer bring Yitzchak as a korban, to take him down, and Hashem was testing him to see whether or not he was willing to go along with what seemed to be a very strange thing, totally not in Avram Avinu's nature, totally not the type of thing that a father would do, to his own son, especially after he waited so many years for this son. But Avram Avinu passed the test, and Avram Avinu was willing to do it. Hashem changed his mind. He said, no, take him down, and we know the end of the story. Said the Kotzker Rebbe, that was what Avram Avinu was doing. But you wicked person, Hashem said to Bilam, you think that's going to work? You were never trying to do the Ratzon Hashem in the first place. You were always trying to curse the Jewish people. That's why you were hired. So if Avram Avinu, who was trying to do the Ratzon Hashem, and then it changed, and he wasn't successful in what he was doing, meaning Hashem changed his mind, and Hashem said that don't bring him as a korban anymore. So for sure, what you're trying to do, which was to cause bad for the Jewish people, all the more so that that won't happen. So that was the idea that Hashem was telling Bilam, was that Avram Avinu had good intentions. And you know what? We know the end of the story. The Akedah didn't end up happening. But you wicked, you fool, you bad person, you wanted to do something which was connected to Ratzon Hashem, which was the opposite of what Hashem wanted, and therefore you won't be Metzliach. We know the end of the story, that Bilam's cursing became blessings, and we should all be blessed from the blessings that Bilam gave us. A Shabbat Shalom.